A while ago, I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video of this annoying guy talking about La Llorona, and it just took me back to when I was a kid, and we were visiting family in Mexico, and we were there for like how long were we there, Alex?
I don't know. I was like 3.
She was little, but
you expect her to remember.
We were. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, man.
we were there for like
We
more
were there
more
for
than
like
a month.
While. We were there for a while, though.
Yeah, and one night it was pretty freezing, and like we were all covered in blankets, like layers of them. And I remember waking up to this woman crying outside. I woke up and everyone else in the house was awake. My brother, my sister, my mom and dad, and the rest of the other people that were there.
Everyone heard that shit?
Yeah, it was just this woman like weeping outside, and like I don't know if it was La Llorona. My mom said it was some witch, but yeah, she was just fucking crying, and it was like, and we were right next to a ditch too, like it was a ditch.
Wait,
the road.
where was this at? In the rancho? Because isn't our grandma over in the rancho too before? Because we know where your dad's grandma's place is too.
Yeah, it's all in that same like town.
Yeah,
isn't it right across from us?
it's basically like
Just
a couple little bit down the block a little
The
bit.
ditch like went this way, and then the road, and then the house was right there. So she was like on that road.
To be honest, I do not remember any of this. Do not recall.
Well, I'm
it.
sure if you guys ask my mom or my brother or my dad, even like they'll even say like, yeah, we heard her.
Because I was pretty young at the time. I do not recall this story at all.
Like it wasn't like a battle cry screaming, or like it was like devastated, like crying and like, damn bitch, what happened to you?
Did you look outside?
Dude, I wanted to, but like at the same time, I was like, oh no, what is she coming against me? Because I was a little kid. I was like, oh hell no.
We were in Mexico. Mom told us that one of the dogs or something like that moved their eyes or something in one of those rooms that we were in.
Yeah.
Our mom told a story saying that, was it one of our tias? Or what the fuck was it? I don't know. All I remember is that mom says that one of those dolls, they said something that someone was in the room and one of those dolls, because they had a fucking collection of dolls on top of like a fucking thing. Like
a shelf?
Yeah. It was like shit ton of dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And then after when mom told us that, the one of those dolls, their eyes moved or something like that, I'm like, yeah, can't I just sleep across in the other room? I don't want to sleep in there. Basically, our mom and dad slept in the other room, and along with Eric when he was younger. Mm-hmm. Me and Ozzy just slept in the other room. Like, I don't want to be in there. I got the fucked up bed too. And they're like, don't move because it's gonna break. What?
Dude, all those beds sucked.
Well, didn't you guys? Your mom didn't she tell you stories about like how there was witches like over there where you guys live, or like they would fly in the sky or something?
What I remember was I'm not too sure if they were there, but she said that if I remember correctly, I'm not too sure. They were driving on the long road. I'm guessing they were driving on a long stretch of road, right? And then like apparently like something like fucking big like swooped down. They didn't see what it was. They don't know if it was like a big ass bird or what, but they said that it was fucking huge. Yeah, just swooped down like that in front of the car.
What, like the Mothman or?
I don't know. She said she don't know what it was, but she said it was big though.
Oh, dude, wasn't it that it's either our mom or your mom? Mm-hmm. They said something about like someone in Mexico or something like that. That who knows what, they set up a trap to capture who knows who, or who knows what the fuck. They caught like a bird or something inside like a fucking cage, and then the next morning it was a fucking woman.
That was over here.
That was over here.
That was over here.
When the fuck was this?
That's when they were younger. They said.
Oh fuck.
I think it was Grandpa's dad or something. It was Tío Jose.
Well, I don't know, because mom used to say stuff like say the story and stuff. I'm like, damn, for real?
Because
Like, yeah.
she's a witch.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with witches in Mexico specifically is like they're owls during like the day, and then they're
Like
regular women at night.
I don't know if I'm remembering correctly or what. She said that they set a trap for this bird or something like that. They caught her, and there was a bird at night. And then the next day, it was a naked woman.
Wasn't her hair like on her fucking face too?
Something like
Was
that.
she like crouched or something?
She was crouched down, yeah, because she was in the cage.
You guys do.
Hey, bend over. Come here, son. Come here.
At that point, is that kidnapping?
I don't know.
Okay, police, I swear to God, it was a bird last week.
I could have sworn that was a bird.
I swear to God, I said caca.
Would you just let her go?
I don't know. That's
fucking know.
fucking scary. Okay, it's a bird at night and the next day. Just, who's this?
Dude, if you let her go, ain't she just gonna come back and
What
It's
do
a
they
witch,
do?
yeah.
What do they do
Just
after
call the
that?
cops at that point and be like, hey, there's some stupid ass bitch that got stuck in my trap. Hey, she look crazy. I ain't trying to fuck with her. Come get her.
I set this trap up for a chicken. I caught a woman. I don't know.
I don't know what she was doing.
Dude, I don't know, because like I don't remember her telling the end of the story, like what they did with.
Because mom will always like end it like right there, and she didn't say like the aftermath or anything.
Yeah.
Throw a Molotov at her.
Damn.
Fried chicken.
Oh, dude. I don't, because I've been wanting to tell you guys a story. I don't think it's like a scary story, but do you know our dog Apache? Okay, remember how he died, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing is, I don't know, he just out of nowhere. The thing is that, what was it? Like, he was pooping blood? It was just coming out of his butt, just like, for no reason. The thing is that when he The thing is that I went outside. I think OZZIE, ERICK were inside along with mom and papa. Who knows what? I want to go throw the trash by myself. And who knows what? No one was outside. Usually our dad would be outside, but no, he was inside the house. Went to go throw the trash, and who knows what? Walking back, all I hear is like footsteps, but not like humans. Almost like if there was like a dog or something outside. I paused and I turned around. I was like, what? And the porch light was on too. I could see. I didn't hear nothing, so I started walking back to the porch. As soon as I was gonna get up to the porch, I heard the footsteps again. I turned around. I was like, Apache, is that you? And I like smiled, you know. And who knows what? I didn't hear nothing else. I just back and I started walking up the porch. And I turned around while I was walking. I was like, yeah, I think it was Apache. Because I don't know. I didn't hear no footsteps after that. It wasn't scary. I wasn't scared, but I was like, it has to be Apache. I feel like it's like
Goodbye.
yeah.
One thing I remember, like, sort of scary wise, like, from when I was younger, I don't exactly remember how old I was, but, like, I remember one time I was outside. Just, like, playing or something, doing my own little thing, and I think mom might have been the only one that was home. I think she was the only one that was home. It was just me and her. And I was outside, and all of a sudden, I just hear my name being called, and I'm like, who's that? I called out to it, which typically you're not supposed to do.
Why? Well, you were younger, so.
Yeah, I didn't know. I heard my name being called, and I'm like, Mom! And then I went inside, and I saw Mom. I think she was in the kitchen, and I asked her if she called me. She said no. I'm like,
Probably did, but I don't know.
is she lying to me?
I had like a sleep paralysis dream like that. It happened so long ago, I like forget the details. I was sleeping and just remember like waking, like this was in my old room, right? Where you guys know I had like a blanket instead of a door, right?
It was a curtain.
Was it a curtain?
It was a curtain. It was blue curtain.
So long ago. I woke up and like I couldn't move or anything, and I just remember hearing my mom's voice telling me to get up and to come with her. And she just kept on saying it, and I was like, Mom, is that you? I was stiff, like I couldn't move. Like I thought I was awake, like for real. Like I was like, what the fuck's going on? She kept saying, Oliver, come over here, I want you to see me. Okay, Mom, but I can't get up right now. She just kept on saying it again, like come and see me. And then she just, like, you know how my mom laughs, right?
Yeah.
That's all I heard, and then like I like snapped out of it. At that point I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? My heart was pounding, and I was like, got up, checked the curtain real quick, went to my mom's room, and I was like, did you go to my room at all? She was all, no.
You were asleep the entire time?
I was asleep.
So it was a dream.
It was a dream, but it felt real, you know. That's what a paralysis dream is.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking about like you were just awake. You were fully awake.
No.
Sleep paralysis is usually when you're like fully awake. I think what you were having was like somewhat closer to like astral projection.
Like a in between.
Like in between, kind of, yeah. I remember you told me one time too that like you were in your room laying down, either like awake or asleep. You were something like you heard me or something like right outside your door, and like you checked, but I wasn't there.
I don't remember that. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
What, that I heard you talking or like laughing or what?
That you heard me talking like right outside of the little doorway.
I don't know. I'd hear all kinds of weird things. If it wasn't you, it was probably the neighbors, and I like got it mixed up.
What the fuck is it, the neighbor?
Well, cause like there were like doors right there and like outside, and like they could have like just rambling on.
The room is right. You know where his TV is, right? Remember? So I think the way Mom used to have it was that where the TV is now. It was like where the bed was.
Was it facing the closet or?
No, it wasn't facing the closet. It was facing like the door.
So it was like next to the door?
No,
No, the other
where your
side.
TV
Where your
is.
TV is.
Oh.
Where your TV is, the bed was right there. I don't remember if it was like kind of like, you know where like the old window is, or like right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if it was like more like all the way in the corner. If it was one night I was asleep, right? It was nighttime. I don't remember who the fuck I was sleeping with. Usually I like sleep like in the middle of the bed or like on the side, like next to the wall. Because I was scared back then that someone would grab my feet. That night, I chose to like sleep where someone could possibly grab my feet.
Like at the edge of the bed?
Yeah, at the edge of the bed. I was also sleeping like on my back like this, I guess. Like with my hands on my chest or some shit. I remember like waking up. You know how the door is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only light that we had in the room was like remember the tiny ass night lights we used to have?
Mm-hmm.
That were like kind of like greenish. The tiny ass night light though, that we just plug into the wall. I think that was the only like source of light. It was barely any. I remember looking at the door. And I just remember seeing like some random fucking some bitch basically. It's like just
What, like near the door or like
yeah, like
behind
standing
it?
like right outside the door. No, the door was open. The door was wide open.
They were just standing outside the door.
Outside the door, yeah. I remember. I don't know what the fuck. I don't remember what she was wearing. I don't remember what the fuck she was wearing. I think in my mind, the way I think it is like now, like trying to remember, I think she was wearing something white. At the same time, I feel like that's just me thinking about fucking La Llorona or something. So I don't know, but I do remember her. Like I don't remember like her clothes and shit, but I do remember her having fucking long black hair. Some of it was like covering her face, like bangs, like went like a little bit to her eyebrows. But I couldn't see her face. I just remember being like, what the fuck is that? And I tried to move. Like, I tried to grab the blanket, like, pull it over my head and shit. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't move. I was just laying there, basically. I remember, like, just, like, closing my eyes. And I was, like, praying, like, fucking, please, God. Like, I'm fucking scared, man. Protect me, please.
Don't take me out like this.
I just remember, like closing my eyes and, like reopening them and still seeing her there. I did it, like, few times. I don't remember how many times. Eventually, I was able to move again, and I saw nothing there. And I just went back to sleep.
And you never told us this?
I told you, didn't I?
I didn't tell us.
I don't remember.
I don't even remember you
I
telling
don't
us.
try to hide it. I don't know. I thought I told you.
You woke up after that though?
Yeah, I woke up. I was able to move and everything.
Were you asleep though, or were you just?
Were
like...
you sleeping with mom? Like on the bed? Or
That's the thing. I remember it being like late at night, but I don't remember who the fuck I was sleeping with.
That shit felt real though, huh?
So was it a dream, or was it just like actually you? That's what you saw.
I don't fucking know. I wasn't able to move. I don't remember if I had trouble breathing or not. If I did, it was probably just because I was scared, because I saw some scary looking bitch. In the mall, I told you guys this one.
The mall?
We were in the mall. What's that shit called? There's like a theory about it where like you go into one universe and then you come back to your universe, like some shit glitches and shit like that.
Like glitch in the Matrix type shit.
Kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're at the mall. It was me, Jeffrey, and Ozzy Osbourne. We're at the mall. We went into the arcade. Me and my dad, the basketball hoops and shit. I'm pretty sure I was bad. I don't know. It's like, I remember fucking Jeffrey and Ozzy going race cars. The way they had them back then, it was literally like one row, but had like a shit ton of cars like right next to each other. At least that's what I remember. I remember you guys like being in those. You guys were racing. I was with my dad. And then all of a sudden, I just like, poof, you know, like...
Disappeared or what?
What, like that?
Yeah, my dad, like, I don't know where the fuck he went, but he's just gone. I swear to fucking God, I went back to where you guys were sitting, and you were fucking gone too. And that's why I started to panic. I'm like, what the fuck? Did they leave me? I think what happened was that I think I got distracted with one of the arcade games. I was watching someone play or I was just looking at it. I don't know where the fuck my dad went. These two weren't in the fucking race car things anymore. I promise you, I went to the same exact ones. I even looked at everyone that was there. You guys weren't fucking there. I started fucking like, I think I was trying to tear up because I was like 4. And I fucking ran. I remember like running out and like looking around. I think I was like kind of crying at this point. And then I went back in. Our dad was right there. I remember running up to him and crying and grabbing him like that and hugging him. He's like, what the hell happened? And I look back and I see you guys playing still. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Nah, these motherfuckers were there a while ago.
I don't know. That shit was trippy though.
Wait, are you saying that wasn't a dream? It actually happened?
Yeah, that happened.
In real life?
Yeah.
So you glitched out of reality.
You glitched out of the Matrix? Onto the Matrix.
You're in the back
That's
room.
why I didn't fucking know. Like,
Timeline jump.
I swear to God, I went in and there was almost like no one in the arcade. There was like the very few people, but like kind of none that I recognized before. It would just be me like fucking with myself. But like that's the thing, there were like a bunch of people outside of like the arcade and shit. Whenever me, you, our dad were in it, there was like decent amount of people. Whenever I like turned around, there was almost no one in there. There was no one in there. You guys weren't fucking doing your race car driving shit. My dad wasn't behind me no more. I walked out, look around. There was still like a bunch of people like shopping and shit. Well, not a bunch. It was like a decent amount of people like shopping. I went back in, and that's whenever I saw Dad and then you guys.
So you're not from this universe?
I don't fucking know, man.
When the fuck did we ever go to the arcade?
We went.
This was in real life?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
I was young as fuck. I don't know how all I remember is that I was still able to get carried.
Was this when the arcade was in the back of the corner of the mall?
It was in one of the corners. I don't remember where specifically, but it was in a corner because I'm pretty sure it was right outside the arcade was the fucking escalator. Yeah.
So this was like years ago.
Shit, I don't know, dude. I can't remember that.
There was an arcade there.
People who have experienced something similar to what Eric said, basically like the whole like thing with that is like oh, you die in one timeline and then you jump to another, and you're alive in that one, basically.
Eric, so a basketball smacked my head.
But that's like the main theory with it. You die in one timeline and then you go to another timeline that's similar to the one you were already in, but like there's slight differences, basically.
Who are you?
I don't know.
I don't know. I never like some shit like that never happened with me. Has that ever happened with you? Any of you? Like something that's close to that?
I mean, there's one time when I was younger. I remember it was Easter. I think we had gone to the zoo that day for Easter because they said they were gonna have stuff. They didn't have stuff, but like we come back home and like I remember being tired from like walking around all day and stuff. I remember going to sleep and then I woke up and I thought it was the next day, but apparently it was the same day. Everyone was telling me it was the same day. Oh, that we were making barbecue outside. I'm like, no, it's the next day after Easter. Everybody gaslit me. I don't know, man.
Also, little things that change for me. I have a cut on my eyebrow.
Yeah.
How did I get that?
By a stick.
What did I do with the stick?
You ran into either. Was there a fucking wall that you ran into?
He ran to the casita door, or like to the side of the casita and like impaled the stick in his eye.
Then you started bleeding from there.
See, what I remember from my universe, I don't know, but I swear what I remember is that I somehow smacked myself with the fucking with the water gun.
Water gun?
Yeah, remember? I don't remember how it looked, but I'm pretty sure it was like blue and orange. It was like it had like a big ass like it was like a normal gun like that. It would hold like kind of like an AR, but it had like a big ass water container thing, canteen thing here. Just put water in it. I swear to God. I smacked myself with that or something. It was pretty traumatic, I guess.
No, because what we remembered was fucking you had played with one of the stick, like a fucking stick. It was broken. It was like broken in one of the tips, and it looked like it was like sharp. It wasn't like sharp, but it looked like that. If you like scratched yourself with it, you could like hurt yourself, I guess. Yeah, but that's the part that you hit yourself with, like on top of your eyebrow right there, and that's how you got that scar. What universe are you from?
From the universe where you're a bitch.
I'm gonna call the FBI on you.
He's from the universe where the Monopoly Man had the fucking
monocle.
Berenstein Bears. You remember that?
But you mean Berenstein Bears?
Me and Eric were at Walmart, and I was taking care of him. He was like, I guess he was like 4, maybe 5 at the time.
How old were you?
10? 11? And then we went to the movies, right? To just look at the movies and stuff.
But you didn't go actually watch one?
No, he's like, they were at the store.
At the store.
Oh, okay.
At Walmart.
I thought you were talking about the
They're at
theater.
Walmart.
No, we went to go look at the movies, the
Section?
the DVD section.
Because there were DVDs back then.
And we're just looking at this stuff. Eric was like looking at the at the movies, right? He was just looking right there on the bottom, and then there was just this dude just staring at him. Like he just looked at Eric like as if he was like a fucking snack.
A snack.
So he looked at me as if I was a child and he was a pet.
Yeah. Dude, it's the way he looked at you though. He's just like his eyes were like all wide and like had like a creepy fucking smile. And I just remember like fucking like looking at him like that, and I just blocked his view from you. I was freaking Eric, come on. I just remember taking you away from there and we went to go find Mom. I don't know, that's the last I didn't see that fucker afterwards. Do you remember any of this?
He was too young.
I probably remember it, but like I wasn't paying attention to the staring at me. I was like, oh look, Scooby-Doo.
Look, the movie is Scooby-Doo. Yeah, little boy. The last time I remember, you said that the fucker was what?
I just remember that fucker being weird. He was like a white, skinny, scrawny.
You said
dude.
that he had like scruff or something.
Yeah, like scruff. Yeah,
like
scruffy beard.
Oh, so what you regularly think a pet looks like?
I think of when he has like fucking a mustache.
Yeah, I think about the mustache.
Are we allowed to say?
You can't see.
Why looking at me? I don't know.
I don't know.
A PDF file.
A PDF file.
PDF file. There we go. PDF file.
Did you know it's a real thing?
PDF
I got PDF files on my computer. It literally says PDF file. I don't know what the fuck
Bro,
it
you
is.
can get those on your phone too.
Okay, that's enough.
You guys know how back in the day, we used to we used to steal water from the cemetery, right? Because we didn't have water worth of shit.
You didn't steal the water. It's basically for the public at the time.
At the time, it was for the public, yeah. They didn't have any like rules.
Well, we
of, like,
rightfully
not taking it.
took water.
He changes it. Don't get caught up now.
Anyways, right, one time, this was during night. We went like hella late. This was like 9 to 10 or something. Like I should have been in bed, like getting ready for school or something the next day. My dad took me. Next time we go to the cemetery, I'll show you guys where I was and point out where I saw it. I was on the back of the truck, you know, filling the containers with water. I just remember in my peripheral vision, like, I just remember seeing this fucking, like, white thing. I look over, and, like, it was, like, far off into the distance. But, like, I could, like, make out, like, the silhouette, and it looked like a bitch. A gown, or, like, a wedding dress or something like that, right? I just remember, like, being like, oh, shit. Like, hell nah. Like, I want to get the fuck out of here. I told my dad, and he's all like, just fill up the water. What the fuck? Yeah, he didn't give a shit. I look again, and that bitch was gone, dude. I don't know, and the whole time I was just like, fuck. I got paranoid. Like, I was looking around, like, where'd she go? Yeah, that was that.
I think Mom said too that
I got pretty freaked out.
Like at that specific cemetery too, there's been like a lot of like ghost sightings, I guess, that you can say. It's mainly in like the upper part, you know, the upper portion is where.
Yeah, that's where we were.
That's the area that people say they see ghosts at more.
I remember I sent him a story, but the thing is that your guys' brother's ex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck I think she went with your guys' brother to the cemetery to fill up the fucking tanks. Apparently she saw, it was what, like a lady or something like that. She was like either hunched over. I don't know if you remember, Alex.
I don't think so.
I don't know, but she said that she saw like a lady or something hunched over like one of the
gravestones.
The gravestones, and who knows what, like scared her, and who knows what, that she, I don't remember if she was crying or what, but she told your guys' brother, right? And yeah, they pretty much got out of there right after.
She was all hysterical.
Yeah. She came home, and then she didn't tell us until more later on. But like maybe the next day, maybe 2 days after or something. But yeah, she was fucking like scared as fuck.
Dude, I was scared, dude. I was like, is this real? Is this actually happening? Am I seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Dude, the last time you told a story, wasn't she like in front of the light beams though?
Maybe, dude.
I think that's what you originally said, yeah, that she was in front of like the truck.
Yeah, or something.
Dude,
like
this
that.
was so long ago.
Yeah, I just want to forget, no?
Dude, I shit happens to me and I put that shit behind me. I forget.
So I have like another story that involves my brother's ex. Nothing to do with like ghosts or anything, but like I remember one night it was me and her at the house. My brother went to go to the cemetery to fill up water, right? Mm-hmm. To get water. And it was just me and her at the house. I don't know where Oliver was or our parents. I don't know. They were somewhere. They were gone. But, like, I remember her being like, hey, Alex, we need to go. Your brother's something that he's gonna hurt himself or something. Like, I don't know. I got my shoes on and we left the house. We went walking towards over there, towards the ditch. You know where that one old tree is? Mm-hmm. We got to the tree, right? And then my brother comes, like, down the road and he just, like, stops there. I don't know. They started talking. I wasn't really paying attention because it was like nighttime, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't really know what was happening. But yeah, we got into the truck and then we came back home. Oliver was here and so were our parents, and I don't know. It was just weird to me though. Because like, I don't know, I never really got like an explanation of what was actually happening or anything. So I remember too, I told Mom about it as well. And
was it back like in 2015?
When she was living here with us.
Yeah, that was a whole, like, 2014. Was it 2015, too, she was living here?
I don't know.
Because I remember she was living here,
yeah,
like, the whole entire year of 2014 and 2015. I'm not really sure.
Because she was living here. She was living here at the time when that story occurred. But I don't know. I never got, like, a explanation of why she said what she said or why we even left the house, you know? If anything, she put me in danger.
That shit crazy.
I don't even know how late it was either. I had popcorn chicken in the microwave. Like, I got back home and my food was cold.
Bitch, go to the stove and make me some popcorn chicken.